How you doing, everyone? Sinister of the Gamer section bringing you another review, and today I'm covering Forza Horizon 6 for Xbox Series S and X. It's also available on PC and coming soon to PS5. Is this game worth playing? Let's find out. First off, the visuals look awesome, like the moment that you hit the start button. The countryside scenery looks like a painting brought to life, and the vehicles are also packed with detail, and especially when you see them gleaming during the daylight and illuminating out on the roads at night. As you're driving around, it's really cool watching the physics in action, from the cherry blossom petals blowing across the street to your car taking visual damage, just to show off the strength of the game engine. Weather effects also make a big difference because rainstorms, dust, and changing lighting can completely transform how the world feels like as you're driving. Small details like reflections on the wet roads and the way the shadows move during the day make the environments feel more realistic. The character models are well done, even though you mostly see them during the cutscenes. And also you get to pick your resolution that fits your experience, like quality 4K 30 and performance 4K 60 respectively. For me, I always go for performance because I like the smooth gameplay and how it runs at 60 FPS on the Series X. The fast frame rate makes the drifting and racing through traffic and high-speed turns feel more responsive. The cutscenes run at 30 frames per second, which that don't bother me much because I'd rather have it run through that way than having like smooth gameplay. I just like to have that cinematic feel to it. The cutscenes also help push the narrative forward, whenever you take part in races and the different events, because, thanks to May, she knows her country like the back of her hand. She knows people around town, and she can guide you to the right place. As for the music, Horizon has always been known for its soundtrack that you can get you hyped up during races, and still being relaxing when you get to just cruise around the map. Like the previous game, it features playlists from a variety of artists and genres to choose from. The radio stations, have a lot of personality to the world just to make the drive it feel more entertaining. The sound effects are excellent too, especially when hearing the roar of their engines and the impact when you slam into a wall. Even the smaller sounds, like gravel hitting your cars and tires screeching, during sharp turns help you pull you deeper in the experience. Overall, Playground games really above and beyond what the presentation, and it's awesome. Horizon 6 is an open-world driving simulator set in Japan. Being experienced with the series, the controls took me no time to get used to. And for those new to the series, I recommend the assisted controls so that way you can learn the mechanics and be more comfortable at it. As usual, both the triggers act as your brake and accelerator respectively, and the A button is where you can be drifting on the turns, and for seasoned drivers, this is nothing new. Since this game takes place in the land of the rising sun, drifting plays a huge role in the experience. Driving itself feels fast and smooth, and fluid while you're cruising through the different locations. The seasons also change as you progress through the game, and this is pretty neat because you'll notice how the weather affects your driving, especially on the snow where your vehicle can just slide around during the turns. Then the map icons show the locations of the different events that you can drive to because some of these are required for you to advance in the game. New players should definitely keep in mind that certain races require a different class of vehicle, or the recommended vehicle for the event, because without it, you gotta spend some money to get the right car. But you can earn bonus vehicles, like if you win the races through auctions, etc. And there's definitely the spin wheel. But there's many ways you can get them, however you see fit. During the races, you can see a meter that's above you. So whatever your performance skill, like wreckage, drafting, drifting, near misses, and more. However, if you crash, you have to rebuild that meter all over again until it fills up. So the more times you do this, the more coin perks you can use to upgrade your car, and that way you can get better bonuses for your vehicle. And so before you start any race event, you can choose modes like solo. You can, of course, that even applies itself. You can do this by yourself. Or you can do co-op where you can tag up with another player. And of course you can also do this online as well. And you have customized events so that way, hey, do it how you see fit. It's always fun and creating your own events and racing against others, whether it be AI drivers or real players. again, how you see fit. There are events, that spread across the country. You can check your stats at any time in the pause menu. The same goes for the open world, because since it offers its own challenges to help fill up your meters. Explore hidden roads, you can discover shortcuts around the map and add another layer of fun to the gameplay. And of course, there's like the previous games of the series. There's always those signs you can hit like for bonuses. Online races can get real competitive too, especially with skilled players started battling for first place, or those drivatars, like the AI drivatars, especially those on your friends list. It gets real intense. But overall, I'm having a blast with this game, and I'm sure there's plenty other players who also enjoy the experience as well. What can I say? During my playthrough, I didn't see much in the flaw department. However, some of the technical issues are on the PC side, like crashing, for example, and of course of playing this on handhelds like the Steam Deck, for example. But outside of that, Horizon 6 is an amazing game. For that, I give Forza Horizon 6 a 5 out of 5. Thanks for tuning into the Gamer section. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel.